I trained at Sarai Boys Center 50 years ago, and I was told that if you focus on history, then you cannot move. There is history that you are bound to know about what was happening in Yogo in the past. I don't think it is my business to say it now, but what I can tell you is what we have done in Yogo, together with His Excellency the President. I keep dragging his name here because I just say things the way they are. First of all, when the President was putting his all the schools on GIS, I wasn't aware. But he put all schools on GIS, including this one, which means from the point of view of physical infrastructure, we have the exact number, and we can go and look even this one, the buildings they have been constructing and what have you. The number of children, the number of teachers, all that is now available. Are we together? So that having been done, we have got something called NEMIS, which is supposed to be the custodian of the data. I am not going to go into the history of NEMIS. That's part of what you are seeing in the press. But since I took charge, we have engineered NEMIS. In fact, if you keep your ears open, by the grace of God, we should be able to be launching a NEMIS that is foolproof, that nobody can enter and change figures. Are we together? That will also be somewhere else, so that if you try, for example, I will just give you an abstract figure where, for example, year X, you may find that the number of children where the money was spent was maybe 8.5 million. But the actual number of children who are there are less. This is being Kenyan. There's nothing, having worked in Kenya now, I know that's how they do things. But what the President has done, together with our support also, is to ensure that now we are going to have a NEMIS that has the data that you cannot change. So unless the person who is going to follow me is corrupt, to account for our money. For example, this school, if this school has 100 children, there's no way you can then send money for 300 children. At the time you are sending money, you elevate the number. As soon as you have sent the money, you take it back to 100. And like I've said, I'm not going to go into history, but I want to assure you that as far as I'm concerned, and I've said it before, we have saved the government billions of shillings. And if you are talking about the questions from the Auditor General, they are sufficiently answered, even within Parliament. So it might be interesting for you to go to the Auditor General and find out what answers we give. If anybody succeeds in stealing money under my watch, then it can only be because of human weakness, because I have no sympathy for anybody who does not want to act. Asante sana.